You can go
Alright
start.
then, I'll start. So we haven't formally beforehand established the basis of speed and AP etc. for what we have. That's what I'll start off with, I guess. Establishing that Brainiac's AP is clearly out of verse due to traveling to the source, but more so, I would say, if this loads up, that he's far beyond it. Arguably to the Monitor over Minds, if you know of that level inside the cosmology. If the scan loads up, it does verbatim say that he went to the edge of the source and beyond it, and the cosmology indicates that what is beyond the source is the Monitor over the Mind, or the Overvoid, per se.
Granted, just being beyond the course, so just higher end source tier. Fine. Okay.
Obviously, this would put him at a higher end speed as well for irrelevant.
It would just put him irrelevant. Yeah.
Yeah. So establishing that, if you want to go ahead and establish how high Darkseid would be.
Alright, this is gonna take a minute because it's sort of multiple stuff with them. Here's him and Highfather breaking the source wall.
Yeah.
And then there's another thing of him infecting the source in seconds after it happened. And then since I used Composite, I'm allowed to use Soulfire.
Yeah.
Which you have over hundreds of thousands of new gods, which each increase your power tenfold. Wait, no, that's not the right thing. I'll post it. Okay. So he's a million times source tier. Actually, beyond, he also has the anti-life, which is equal to the source.
Okay, so what I'm getting or granted here is that he's somewhat higher end source, or with the anti-life, he should be somewhat on par with it in terms of tiering and power.
Yeah, that's base. The base anti-life is equal with the source, so
yeah,
the base does about source too. But
what the Brainiac scan insinuates is that he's gone beyond that, so he should be into that level of the Overvoid itself, or on par with said characters of the area or the cosmology.
Well, just being beyond the source isn't again, it just makes you on source tier. There's characters like Destiny, who contains all of creation and isn't even Overvoid level.
Okay.
What contains all of creation?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Do you have a? Do you want to go over the first win condition you possibly have for Darkseid?
Yeah, I think I had the scan of him power annulling Superman. Where is it? Somewhere in my pictures. Alright, so I can't really find that one. I'll just post him say you'll just mind hacks him. He's mind hacked Superman here.
Yeah.
He's mind hacked, but there's a second scan for that where he literally tricks him into fighting his enemy. Mind hacks. Okay. And then there's another one where he casually mind hacks as both Martian Manhunter and Superman. Where's that one? Oh, there it is. Alright. So it's just Brainiac can get mind hacks. That's my first condition.
Okay. I'll show Brainiac also doing the same instance onto Superman. He used it against Hive Queen iteration of Brainiac had used it against Superman and caused severe damage to him.
Yeah. The one's also affected Martian Manhunter casually.
Yeah, he's done the let me see where it was. It was
Is he also mind hacked Martian Manhunter?
Yeah, there's been iterations where Martian Manhunter struggled to mind hack or do any readings onto Brainiac himself, and it took Martian Manhunter time to actually go for it. So it shows that he would have to put more power or more strain onto it in order for him to do so.
I guess. Okay, so actually.
It can show resistance onto that level.
Yeah, okay. So also the power null, which I keep trying to grab the scan and my phone won't save it, so I'm just gonna repost the link that it's from.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Don't being a fucking cunt. I admit it is from the noodles thing. I'll admit that, but
Okay.
I
Yeah,
didn't
let me
watch
just read this.
yeah, that's him. That's the I roger people with their powers, their hopes, their future themselves. Which is sort of saying that he's like powered them, especially with like Superman.
Yeah.
Superman's literally the hope of the people. That's like its concept.
Okay. And obviously,
Maybe
this isn't
final.
shown to be used against someone of Superman's durability.
Well, it's just saying like he modeled like everyone of like creation. So like
Mm-hmm.
then that would be consistent with like Darkseid. He points out all of existence like in that same scan.
Okay. There is
That's
iterations
not
of
fun.
where
Actually, oh wait.
Brainiac Zero did power negations as well. Let me just post that scan now. It was more so Talos, or no, Brainiac was using it against Talos, I believe, in this instance.
Alright. So who gave your powers in the first place? Where does it say that he like power nulled them? Is it the last one?
Yeah, let me just pick up again. It was. Yeah, repelled by my dampening field. Attempt to travel through folds in time and you will be repelled by my dampening field. Not difficult for he who gave you your powers in the first place.
Alright.
So his power dampening, or the field itself, should work on similar levels to True Form Brainiac himself, because what Talos was, Talos previously was a god that Brainiac had found, and what it was, Brainiac erased all of his memories of which he had, which I'll show that iteration, and he gave him, or imbued him with the powers of Talos himself, or with True Form Brainiacs, to become his servant.
Okay. I just remembered also that scan. It does also state the one I posted that he's also like turn him on to Darkseid. While your lover and shit were like Darkseid. So he's powering on him. He's literally turning them into Darkseid. Which makes sense with the anti-life, right? It controls them.
Yeah.
That's all. So he would just like turn Brainiac into him.
But in what means would he do that, through mind hacks or?
I guess it's sort of what Arnold's statement also states that he'll just turn everyone to Darkseid. I'm not saying the power will work in this. I'm just saying he'll turn them into.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I mean, it's not really shown. What would I say? It's not visually shown well with someone like Batman, for example, whose corpse is literally held in Superman's arms. It's not transformed into a per se like version of Darkseid. It's just probably what it states is just him to over exaggerate the fact that what they've become is part of Darkseid.
Yeah.
What they are.
So, I don't have any of them make a sanctions can't, so I can't really use that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was saying about Omega Sanction guy. Yeah, I have nothing. Actually, since my character's still like stronger.
There is precog for Brainiac. I'll post that now. It was in an iteration where he was, during Convergence, he was holding a version of Superman captive, and Superman attempted the same thing that Brainiac knew. I think he did state how many times he knew Superman was going to do this. Yeah, 32 times verbatim. He reminded Superman that he already knew he was going to attempt this about 32 times ahead,
Right.
or 32 different versions or timelines, etc. would attempt this.
Actually, something. Would he be able to escape the Omega Beams? Because they were literally chased from people like Infinity Man and Superman.
I mean, there's cases where
stronger than Darkseid.
There's cases where someone like Barry Allen per se has escaped the Omega Beams in New 52, and to have characters such as Superman be on par with Barry Allen, or said characters like Black Adam, etc., to be on par in some cases, I wouldn't see why Brainiac wouldn't be able to go past that, or be able to escape.
Because it like hit fucking Infinity Man,
Hmm.
who's like the last time like he was fucking bullying the same Superman who just like one shot at Darkseid.
Yeah, no, I get that. And then obviously this is a Barry Allen in New 52 who obviously is a more later iteration and more up to date,
Yeah.
where Barry Allen still did that. And Convergence is more so in terms of release, closer to them.
It's very recent, yeah.
Yeah.
It was the end of New 52 this way.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, there's also him like trapping them, like making where they can't move, which you could also use.
Does Darkseid per se have the resistance to say? I'll give the example. Brainiac sees into the future. I've already shown that.
Yeah.
Into a version of Darkseid he thinks he's going to harm him or be a threat. It's shown that he has the ability to absorb said timelines. So, it's has Darkseid shown a feat or any resistance to such cases?
Absorbing like the timeline.
Hmm.
How would I think of a thing with that? That he has like fucked up the entire multiverse just by pointing his finger down. That's a really weird feat. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. Brainiac literally just says like, I purged myself of the cancerous timelines my body had absorbed over the years, but I discarded too much. It obviously shows that he's really.
I don't know about that one. I actually don't know that one.
What else is there? Yeah, he can also affect people on different timelines as well. He did that with a Superman from Convergence, which he dragged from another timeline through black hole means.
You have to mess with multiple versions of Darkseid wouldn't really matter. Because like he just like summoned another one.
Yeah, guess what? Like you can come from where I'm arguing. He can just harm another like said version of Darkseid, or a more future version of Darkseid, just to harm him more. Past, present, or future. Nonetheless, he'll still be able to do it.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. So again, I just started researching Darkseid, so I don't think I have anything against that. Yeah, I'll have to concede it.
Are you gonna concede to this?
Yeah, I said I did it. Yeah, I said
yeah,
that's fucking anything about Darkseid. So
no, that's fine. Like I've done as much as I can for Brainiac as well. All right,
so, all right then.
yeah, I was